Okay, then who believes and who doesn't believe that Jesus is the Messiah? Because I think you believe that he's the Messiah, and maybe define Messiah real quick so we're all on the same page, and then tell me who believes he's the Messiah and then who doesn't believe he's the Messiah.
Okay, well, basically, the word Messiah means anointed, and it came from a Hebrew word. Okay, and the belief was that God was going to send somebody uh, who was going to do various things, and we'll get to that in just a moment. Now, who believes Jesus is the Messiah? Uh, Real Christians, professing Christians, and Muslims. They all believe Jesus is the Messiah.
Muslims believe that too?
Absolutely. They don't believe he's the Son of God, but they do believe
Okay.
he's the Messiah.
That is I am the world's worst Muslim because I didn't know that. So that is interesting. Okay, and then who doesn't believe he's the Messiah?
Jews, Buddhists, Hindus, agnostics, uh, atheists.
Atheists? Okay.
Um,
How does that play out with this whole end of times and that stuff, right?
the Bible talks about in the book of Daniel, there's going to be some kind of a peace deal that somebody is going to confirm for a week. Now, people like the Roman bishop Hippolytus says that meant 7 years. Okay, and that's going back to the year 210, 220. Okay, all right. And Daniel's written way before then. And so the belief is there's going to be this kind of a deal. Now, uh, Christians and professing Christians a lot of them believe that. Even Islam believes that. Islam teaches that there's going to be a deal between an Islamic leader who's going to rise up in the Middle East and North Africa, and he's going to make a deal with a Roman Catholic European, and it's going to be some kind of a peace deal. And that in the middle of the deal, the European's going to break it, the deal. Now, by the way, we believe that in our church, and many Protestants believe that. Roman Catholics not as much, depending on what if they believe this Jerome guy, they would tend to believe it. But modern ones don't tend to know that so much. Anyway, according to Islam, when that deal is broken, the Antichrist power will reign for 3.5 years. And by the way, I would say in general, that's consistent with what we believe. That's also consistent with what a lot of Protestants believe. Then Islam teaches that 3.5 years after that, Jesus is going to return. That's what Muslims teach. Christians teach that too, of course. Jesus is going to return and put the Antichrist to death.